here we are, we're getting ready to build our after power supply for the Arduino and our LED lights. I've already got the items on the screen that we're going to need. This is the Radio Shack circuit board that I'm using. It's actually a 276-0150. Works out pretty well, happen to have it around. These are different screw terminals. My screw terminals are actually 2 apiece, just like this one here. But they can be connected, you know, as many as you want. A couple things about this circuit board that you'll see is it's got a common strip, 2 different common strips down the middle, okay, and then a couple common strips with 3 or 2 or whatever here. The difference is the holes here are much bigger, and I think you're missing this whole section right here is 1 screw hole. It's a mounting hole between the actual board, but it's close enough. So the first thing we need to do is connect our positive rail, and it's actually going to be here, to our positive common, and that's what we're going to call it. We're going to change this wire color to red so we can keep everything straight. We also need to connect this power to here. Okay? We need to do the same thing with our negative. We need to connect our negative, and we got to skip a hole because of the way the screw terminals work, and then connect our negative to this common rail here. So that's our basic connections there. Now we're going to take this screw terminal, and you see there's a point here and a point here. This is the point where it actually solders to the board. So we're going to take that over here. We're going to wait for those to light up just like that. And it doesn't fit exactly on there, but okay. So if we were to click this, you'll see it light up. That's our negative rail. If we're to click this, there's our positive rail. Okay. This whole terminal right here is our positive terminal. I'm going to bring it all the way as far over as it'll go. Now again, if I click on this, it's going to highlight everything in that row. Okay. Now we're going to take our negative terminal. We're going to bump it over and bump it down 1 so that there's a space in there. If I click on this, there's our negative row. And there's our positive. Click here. Okay. And just because for some reason in these parts the terminal isn't actually connected to here, because if I clicked on this you would be able to see this here. You can connect these individually if you want to see, but anyway, now we take our capacitor, which is a 1000 UF 46 volt capacitor, and we put it right, come on. So now you see our capacitor is connected as well, and it's a little off center, but that's alright. There's our negative rail with our capacitor connected, and our positive rail with the capacitor connected. And then basically we solder all this together and you're good to go. You connect your power in here onto this screw terminal here and this screw terminal here. So your positive and your negative come in, and then you can run different positives and different negatives out from there. And that's basically how we made our little power protector, so to speak. I did consider putting a fuse in here, but I haven't done that yet. But anyway, that's that for that portion.